And so they train you. So they said, don't ever be afraid of taxes again, because everything goes back to the 1040, the long form, and you always have pamphlets. And so I learned that working there that yes, you just do your research and it's easy to do. So I fell in love with tax when I worked for the IRS.
Nice, because I know a lot of us be like, when we think numbers and we think taxes, we get scared, we get nervous. And you teach classes, so in these classes, what do you? No, you're fine. That's what I'm here for. I remember.
Yeah.
So you teach classes. What are you teaching your classes? And
I teach basic federal tax law. You know, not the complicated one, just the basic one. Like you can be able to do like a regular 1040, maybe a Schedule B and a Schedule A, but nothing more complicated than that. And I will have some classes coming up in January, January the 7th and the 14th. And it'll be from 2 to 4. It'll be at probably Rainier Beach Library. But I can give you the telephone. You want the telephone?
You can say it in the
say
it slow for the people to write down.
Let's say it now?
Yeah.
Okay. It's 206-482-6702.
Okay, so you have 2 classes coming up
January
7th and 14th.
From 2 to 4.
And you'll be learning basic tax law.
Yes, Rainier Beach Library. And you can call and register at 206-482-6702.
What made you start teaching classes? Why was this important for you?
Well, that's why like I said, I've been doing tax for over 15 years, and several people like Liberty Tax and Jackson Hewitt entrusted me with teaching tax law classes. So I got comfortable doing that too. And so I enjoy teaching, new things to people, and it's just something I like to do.
And so if people want to come to this class, is this something that's just for people who want to go into doing taxes, or is this for anyone who is wanting to know about what can I expect when I file my taxes?
So it would be informative for both people if they want to know about the new laws, and for those who would like to learn how to do taxes. So it'll be a class combined for both people.
Okay, and then is it a fee or is it free?
Well, right now it's fee probably a basic fee of $25 because I have to supply, the stuff they need, like the booklet and stuff like that. So probably like $25, not more than that.
Nice. Okay, and so you work for the IRS. You've been
for over 16 years. So right now I have my own office, but I also, like I said, we work with the Senior Center and Reliable Tax Service over there on Barton Place. It's been in the neighborhood they've been in the neighborhood for about 40 years. Reliable Tax Service. They've been over that corner on Barton Place for a long time. And their telephone number is 206-723-6803.
What kind of advice could you give somebody who wants to start their own taxing business?
Well, I would basically say you would take a tax class. That's how that's how I started too. I did take a class at H&R Block prior to going to the IRS. And so, they helped me pass the test when I was at the IRS. So, I would take a basic tax class. You can start with, services like me or either H&R Block or even Reliable Tax Service. You can take a class. I can, start with a basic tax law class. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing that and coming on our show. And we will be asking more questions again when we start talking about Dreamkeepers. Okay. But I want to come back to Miss Pat and let's talk about your beauty supply store. And then you are the president of an event planning event, and you guys have some events coming up. You want to tell our audience about it? Well, I'm sorry, you just over here looking like a superstar. I feel like I should have stepped my game up this morning.
Like, can I take you home with me?
Yeah.
Tell me that all day long. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We all love compliments, don't we? All of us. Let's see. I'll start with Customer Inspired Events first. That's a firm, a business that was begun by myself and a friend and colleague. Her name is LaShawn Williamson. We started it last year, so we're new. We had one event in the summer. We don't have any scheduled events right now. However, we will be developing them over the next, when 2026 gets here, we're going to sit down and do some serious looking at the calendar and figure out what we'd like to do. But we do all kinds of events. We do business events. We do fun events in the park. We do barbecues. What makes us special is that we listen to you. We actually listen. and we design the event that we believe you want, but we add our own flair to it. We add our own decorations, and we add our own marketing, and we do everything for you. So whatever it takes to ensure you'll have a successful event, and it's very, very specific to you and your organization and your color scheme and everything. And then
before you move to that, let's talk a little bit. How did you guys start it? How you guys started this? What made you guys want to form this business, this event?
Custom inspired events?
You custom inspired events.
Well, LaShawn and I talk a lot. And one day she was in my shop because she has different items in the shop. And we were just talking. And I was telling her that she is so smart, so brilliant, so talented that there's no way she should be wealthy. And so I said, why don't we start a business together? And I'll help you and you help me. We'll collaborate with the two of us, because I'm more of a person to do the accounting, the bookkeeping, the production, the marketing, and she's the creative person. Very creative, wonderful concepts, wonderful ideas. And so I said, if we come together with what I'm good at and what you excel at, that spells success. So then I said, because you have to realize what your skills are. Everybody's not gifted with everything. I don't have every gift. I wish I did, but I don't. But I know my gifts, I know my limitations. And so the best thing I can do is to find someone who can enhance my gifts, and I can enhance hers or his, whoever it might be. So so we said, why not?
Pause right there, because I love what you just said. How you say we all don't have every gift, and so you need people. And I just need people to understand that we do need people when we're building something, because some people want to just do it all by themselves and they just want it for themselves. But it's like, we need people, because there's people that can add flair or add things that you can't to your business. So thank you for dropping that gem when you were talking.
Well, that's one of my basic beliefs. I really believe in that. And there's an African proverb that says, if you want to go far, go by yourself. I mean, fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, get somebody to go with you. Don't go alone, in other words. And so I really believe in collaboration and working with people. And it makes business more enjoyable too, because I was a solopreneur for about 25 years. And it's kind of, I went out and met people and had meetings and lunches with people, but it wasn't like it is now. It wasn't as fun. It wasn't I didn't grow as fast as I could have if I had just realized. And I think I did, but it's finding the right people. That's the issue. I have to find someone whose personality fits with mine and mine fits with hers. And people who aren't stiff and rigid, who are willing to listen and to think and say, maybe she has a point. Because some people, it's their way or the highway.
Yeah.
And I can't work like that. I've walked away from people. It's my way or the highway. I was like, well, the highway. Bye.
Right.
I take the highway.
It's always great to find a group of women who can work together on projects and, get the project done, not just be I, but,
we.
Yeah,
we. And that's what I find with Dreamkeepers. It's always we. We collaborate, we agree on everything, or we don't do it. We talk about it, and whatever it takes to talk about it. If someone else has a point of view, put it on the table and let's look at it. And it's not judging people and saying, wow, you're so wrong. It's about listening and learning and realizing that we all have different skills, and what can we come together to do and to inform each other and make something really successful. Nice. And that's what we do. We dream. And whatever our dreams are, our goal is to make them successful.
I love that. And I want
each other.
I love that. And I want to go back into Dreamkeepers and keep that momentum going. But before we forget why you're here to talk about your shop, your business that's been around for how long?
3 years. We're 3 years old in August, and we're still a startup. I say that because we haven't reached the level of success that I envision. And I know we will, because I dream big. I feel it doesn't take any more energy or brain power to dream big than it does small. I don't dream small. I don't want anything small.
She doesn't. She don't do it small at all, honey. Okay.
No, I don't dream small. And so I have partnered with a group of five women, and I've known these women for years. I mean, we have the Dreamkeepers. Some of them are in the Dreamkeepers, but I put everybody I know to work, everybody I love and care about. It's like, let's get together and do something wonderful, because they're brilliant, they're talented, and I can trust them. That's one of the main things. I know that they have my best interest at heart and I have theirs. And so there's no concern about what's going on. So there's a group of 5 women and we're meeting and we're going to expand Legacy Hair and Beauty Supply.
Nice.
And so we're developing a plan currently to do that. And I'm really excited about it. I can hardly wait till our plan put into action.
So you say you've been doing this for 3 years, and what does it feel like? Because, you know, sometimes when people start entrepreneurship, we have these big dreams and we think once we roll it out, it's going to just be big. And then we get in there, we do the work and we're like, oh, okay.
Okay.
And then you also find out that the people that are closer to you and you love you don't support you as much as they could.
Exactly.
So like, what kind of advice can you give people? Because you're still going and now you kept going and now you're like, okay, let's branch out and see what we could do. What is your advice to people who are just in that moment where they're like, this isn't what I thought it was going to be, and I feel like I just may want to quit?
Well, sometimes you have to quit. And I think quitting is not a failure. Quitting is a lesson. I've learned lessons in my life. I'm always learning lessons, and take the lesson and make it something that's going to propel you to your next business or whatever it is you want to do, or the next organization you form in some cases. I just think that no one can tell you if you should quit or not. You know deep inside if you should quit. Do you have the skills? Have you given it your best? Some people think they jump into a business, it's going to be so easy. It is not easy. It's painful. It's hard. There's times when you think you've lost your mind, times when you want to lose your mind. There's times you want to call your friends and cry and tell them, I quit, you know, help, whatever. But I think you have to just go within yourself and do your own research and figure out what it really takes to be success in that business. And do you have the guts? Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to walk that path to success? And if you're not, quit. And no one will judge you. If they judge you, I have this philosophy in life. If you judge me, I don't care, because only the master can judge me, and I love me. Nice. So there's no way you can tell me I'm not worthy. So you just have to believe in yourself.
Can I add to that too? Because I've seen something, I might butcher it, but it also says the only people who are judging people are people who aren't doing anything.
Yes.
People who haven't been there. And then I also learned, because you say a lot about failure isn't bad too, but failure is also a stepping stone. So sometimes you do have to quit, take a step back, regroup, and come back to it, or take a step back and be like, maybe this isn't for me, but this is for me. Because I don't know if you guys ever was like, I want to do this as a business, and then you found out, nope, that's not what I wanted to do, but you got brought to something else to do.
And success looks different to you and to every other person. Just like with taxes, my success has not always been the way I want it to be, because I really would like to do like a free tax clinic in South Seattle, the Pearly Skyway area. And so I have to get grants to do that. So that's one of the reasons to keep me going with the tax things. I said, you remember when you started, you wanted to have a tax clinic.
Nice. So, oh yes, remember. So when you're feeling like you want to quit, remember why you started. You know, I did take I did do a coaching course, and they had you write a letter. So when you did feel like you wanted to quit, you go back to that letter of your why. What is your why?
What is your why?
All good advice. Thank you guys.
Yeah. And I think one of the main things to remember is no one has a right to judge you. I don't care what it is. And so, because some people, they either quit or won't quit because the fear comes, but judge yourself and be honest with yourself. Don't ever lie to yourself. You can lie to other people, but you know what's going on in your life.
And just my little 2 cents, nobody asked me, but I'm also learning to know who you are, get to know who you are, because a lot of people that are giving advice are giving advice off of their point of view, off of their experience, and off of their low self-esteem or low level thinking.
Exactly.
And so you got to make sure that you're not internalizing when they're judging you. When you're wanting to step back, you're not internalizing their thoughts in your soul. So and this is what I love about the Dreamkeepers, because you guys come with so much wisdom, so much advice, and then where you think you want to fail, you got it like-minded women who have like multiple businesses, multiple mindsets and mind frames to help you come up with another plan and another idea before you get ready to really quit. And so before we move to the Dreamkeepers, because I could talk about Dreamkeepers.
Me too.
Your shop, like where is it located? how can people support you in your shop?
Legacy Hair and Beauty Supply is located at 5719 5719 Rainier Avenue South. We're on the west side of Rainier, and we're between Orcas on the north and Meade on the south. And there's a big sign out front on top of the door that says Legacy Hair and Beauty Supply. We're between a nail supply or nail salon and a beauty supply, a beauty salon, I'm sorry. And so we're very easy to find. We're right on Rainier. You can't miss it. The only way you can miss it. The only way you miss it is if you're trying, I think. And and don't do that. And come on in. We're very friendly. We're there to serve. We're there to help you. If you have a problem with your hair, anything that you might be able to think of. And some people come to just talk to me. They come by from time to time, and just because we've developed a relationship, I didn't know them when I started, but I know them now. And I really appreciate their spending time with me. They come in to give me updates on their life, or they might have gone on a cruise and they give me an update on that, or their son's graduating, their daughter's doing this and that. And it's really a community hub in every sense of the word. So I just want the community to come and feel comfortable. Some people come and they'll buy something, then the next time they'll come and they won't, just to chat. And I think that's something I enjoy. I enjoy people in the community sharing their lives with me. And that's one of the reasons I'm in business, is to share people's lives and to inspire them. And I feel like when people come in, if they're a little down, I feel like it's my responsibility to help them to feel better and to leave with a smile. I don't want to see anybody leave my shop without smiling. That's just who I am and what I like.
So now that's one thing, elaborate on what Pat was saying about the people come to your business, you get to know them, because when you go in business, you don't realize you do form a lot of relationships, and you don't know when you see people on the street and they say, hi, I said, hi, and they say, remember me? I said, okay, but you do your business, just like in the tax business, you do it because you're supposed to keep information confidential. So, but you still see people out in there setting and still will say thank you, and you didn't realize how much you impact their life until, they say thank you for helping me with certain tax issues and stuff like that.
Nice. Yeah. That's a reminder. So when you're in business, to be kind,
because
you never know whose life you're impacting, or who's walking in your shop, you thinking they need hair, but they really just need a prayer sometimes, or they just need that encouraging word that you guys are bringing right here to the show. We're almost out of time, and I got so many more questions. So let me see what question I want to ask. It's Christmas coming up. What are you guys doing to stay sane and not lose your mind as being business women and getting caught up in the holiday fever?
Mine is simple. I keep saying Jesus is the reason for the season. And so that kind of keep me focused, because I say daily prayers and stuff. And I do love Christmas, but I have to remember that Jesus is the reason for the season.
Amen. Now I got to go play that song.
Because you get so caught up in, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. But I said, no. Did you pray?
Nice.
Mm-hmm. As for me, I don't get caught up in the Christmas season as far as the gifts. And what I get caught up in is, yes, Jesus is the reason for the season. I think about myself and how I can be a better person. That's what I really do every Christmas. How I can be a better person, a kinder person, how I can help more people, how I can inspire more women, because there's quite a number of women who have low self-esteem or they're not really thinking about themselves in a positive way. And it extends beyond my shop. Maybe they'll come in my shop and I can talk to them and help them to feel beautiful. And that's one thing I really want to do. But I think it's not about all the gifts. Some people don't have gifts, and I never want anybody to feel badly because they don't have a gift for anybody. So for me, it's not the gifts. It's about kindness and helping people and being good to people. It's like a time to remind ourselves of why are we here? We're not just here for ourselves. We're here for other people too. So reach out to people. If you see somebody hungry or without, what can you do to change your life for the better? And I mean that sincerely. That's how I was raised and who I am.
Y'all done took us to church, and on that note,
try to carry this spirit out to the New Year's too. You get feel so good during Christmas time, but you want to make sure you just keep that going into the New Year's. And
Okay, well, that's time, and that's a good end note.
Okay.
Jesus is the reason. How can I be better? Who can I help? Who can I serve? And that's what we are here as followers of Christ. I want to thank you guys for coming and joining us. This was a beautiful show. And check out the Human City Holiday Market this Saturday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Black and Tan Hall. Also stop by, all the shops
in Human City.
In Human City, and support local businesses. Keep our money in our community.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See you next week. Bye.